Hello, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, you are going to learn accessing elements in HTML form. Using JavaScript, this is a very important concept and very important lesson you to handle such situations to handling HTML like elements. It might be like a text box, radio button, select option, or anything if you want to do with the HTML form elements to learn this lecture is very important. At a glance, we'll see here the elements of accessing elements or different types are available in JavaScript. Like accessing elements, HTML elements by ID, by HTML element by accessing of the tag name, class name, and CSS selectors name, and HTML object collections. These are the ways we can handle and accessing the elements from JavaScript to one of the HTML elements. First of all, we will see how it is quick glance. Like accessing HTML elements by ID is to be like this is the easiest way to accessing of the element. Strongly remember, whenever the UD like a ID you are creating for HTML element, it would be like unique. The whenever you strongly remember, you are giving in the programming languages, whenever you are going to placing an ID for this, you have to make it as a unique identity. All right. So here, the easiest way to accessing the HTML element in DOM, document object model. By using this element by ID option, we'll use that. Now see the example, we'll see with the demo of the ID. See now here, which is implemented for, this is the content I'm adding in our body place. This within the body I have added H2 element, accessing element by ID. And ID, it is an equal to first hello world. This is the example shows the element get ID, like a get element by ID, it is showing that example. And the paragraph ID, it is in a demo. Okay. Now we are going to implementing JavaScript. For this script is very simple. Let us see here. Within the script, I am placing this thing where one variable I have taken here, and my element it is prepared like a variable name document dot get element by ID. See document dot get element by ID. When I can write for you to document dot get element by ID. See, your IDE will offer you to select the things, right? And a capital letter, this is the most important thing you should remember. How it is written, capital and small letter, that it should be followed very standardly. Otherwise, it will throw you errors. If it is in a capital letter, you have to write capital only. If it is a small, you have to use. Like ID, there is a capital I and D is a small. Likewise. And the ID, it is a using for first it is calling. Hello world, it is calling. See, for the ID here, for the paragraph, it is an ID is enough. First it is mentioned. This is I am calling, this hello world I am calling to verifying and calling here to assigning that value to my element, right? And this is the line, the purpose we have to write for that. I have a mention here an ID. So the next line it is specifying document that get element by ID of the demo. This is I am getting a text from HTML form, and this is the line for assigning a value to paragraph. This is the demo ID for p tag, it is there. For the ID, what is the ID for the paragraph? The demo. See, the demo it is given, and it is equal to here within the equal to left part where which is we have written is assignment, the assignee, and the right side part is the value assignment, which is the which value we are going to assign into that particular variable. This is a very important and basic principle for any programming language. All right. Now we will see in the more detailed. See, here I am fetching the variable value, which is the variable here, the p tag of this ID. It is there. Hello world I am fetching and assigning to my element. And the second line, what I am doing here, this element which is having hello world, I am assigning to the demo of this paragraph. Okay, now how it is written, document.getElement by id, this one dot inner html, you have to write like that, and equal to the text from the first paragraph is, this is the predefined text with the using of double quotes I have applied here. The equal to means this is going to be, this is the going to be assigning to this demo element. The demo element is this paragraph. If you want to revise this video twice or thrice, you can check it. All right. And now this the text, what is the text is going to be assigning to this element means, this demo element means this paragraph. Now you see the wonder. Now see here, it is a concatenation of the plus symbol and my element dot inner HTML. So what is the element is having the text? It will be displayed at with the help of this text, with the concatenation of this element text to be assigned to demo of this paragraph. It will be displayed. I hope it will be displayed like the hello world as well. Like come back to the browser and refresh. Before going to the refresh, you have to save it and refresh. See, hello world, it is here. And this example is shown the get element by id method. All right. Now let me check once again. Get element method means this is the thing only it is displaying. What about this thing? I would like to see here. Let me check this demo. Okay, document dot get element by id demo inner html, that is the text from this, it is going to be displaying like this. Yeah, same thing is applied here. It should be like to be displays. Let me check how it is framed and all the things. The first it is the id, it is the first one is first, second one is yeah, if the element is a defined, method will be returned to the element of the object in first element, and the element is not defined in my element will contain null or empty. So my element is assigning the text and it is displaying here. Let me take all the things at a glance. Yes, here I am adding JavaScript as well. Let me check and run with this. Wait and reload the page. Yes, that's the same element by ID. It's coming twice. So one thing I'm removing. The ID. Now, yes, the script why it is implemented here. It can be possible wherever you require to use the HTML, like a JavaScript in a whole HTML page. Not only the place we have applied here, you can also apply it within the body tag as well. Yes, and you can write simply by making the JavaScript like a script tag, open-ended tag, and I'm calling very simply first and demo here itself. So this HTML like a hello world is coming to mapping with here the text from the first paragraph is here it is coming. You observe here, see the text from the first paragraph is hello world, it is displaying. That is pretty easy to handle HTML DOM objects in our like a JavaScript functionality. Like see, like quickly at a glance we'll see for more examples like this, like a tag name. What is the tag name which is involved? How it is going to be called? Like get element by ID with the tag name. What is the tag name we have assigned? We'll call it. We'll check with this example at a glance. Taking the copy of these lines, going to the code page, yes, paste and save. See, this is the tag name means here in the JavaScript. Same like variable it is assigned get element by tag name. The name of the class you have to identify the function predefined. It is HTML like a document dot get element by tag name. with the tag name is p tag. This is the p tag I'm calling. All right. Now see where I am going to be appending the text with the para. This is the ID is in a para. It is showing here, or anything you would be like you can mention it is in a demo. Yes, you can make it as in a demo ID. And also you have to wherever you are calling from the ID, you can replace that ID. That's it. Now you will see this code x means x of 0. Of 0 tag it will be displayed. Refresh the page, see hello user and accessing the HTML element by tag name. Hello user with the p tag, and this example shows the get element by tag name method. And the text in my paragraph index of 0 is hello user. This is the user I'm appending at the first level in the JavaScript. Let's see here. See here I'm using p tag to adding like loading this variable text. That is how it is pretty easy. And one more example I would like to show you like accessing ID with the tag example we have seen already. And one more thing, class name. Yes, this is also very important. Like having the class name, how it is going to be executed. Let's see here. Accessing HTML element by class name. This is the paragraph is having, and it's having a class. This is the having my program. This is the class is called by get element by class name. That's it. And what is the paragraph like a class name? It is passed with the this class name. This is what is the text is here. It will be come to print out with the class name of assigned value here. And this is the ID. It is so called. It is the ID of the demo itself. Now refresh the page. Now see, this is very useful. Hello developer. And this is my first paragraph and is my prog. It is this is a very useful. With the class, it is called by my prog. That's it. My prog is a class name. Have you seen here with the class name, my program, and this is the class name where I have called. This is the very useful. I have called. So called it is coming there. This is a very useful. That's it. Like this is the how we are able to calling with a different get element by ID, get element by class name, get element by tag name. These are the more variations we have seen by like calling the JavaScript with the help of a JavaScript and HTML DOM objects. All right, this is a very important thing. And CSS selectors also you can call by making CSS selectors. How it would be like I'll show you one more thing like yes, object of collections is here. CSS selectors. It's very simple. I hope it is done. My class is over. And now we will see about the object of the elements of the collection of the objects. That's very simple. See this example. How we are going to collecting form objects. See this. This is the form, and the first name it is the input, and the input type is text. These are the things are here, right? And now what I'm doing here, click view to display the value each element of the form. Like on click my function, I have a prepared for button, and the function what I have done, my function it is written here. Registration form. What is the name of the form ID? It is the form name. It is ID registration form. Where text is empty, where I it is initiated, I equal to I length dot x dot length. This is the document form, which is the what are the things are available. It will be iterated with the help of for loop. And see and what are the text is available in this form. We will simply see the display. Here Shaker and Metla is displaying entered here with this text boxes. When I press submit, it will be shows like a loaded like a mapping with the HTML help. So it will be shown here in the text of help Metla and Shaker. Now see here, this is the button. When I press the click here to V8, where is the button? It is displaying here like see here. Yeah, this click here to view it. Click it. See, Sekharmetla and submit. The three things are displaying here. Once again, I'll show you. Running by entering means you are refreshing means you are trying to reloading your JavaScript form. That's it. Try to reduce the size of the form. Right, 170, 150 is sufficient. Okay. Now in my HTML form, what it's having all like form tag I have initiated, and with the help of first input type and a second input type, with the values are available here. And what I am doing by making in a simple JavaScript function to reading all the form controls. How it is? Very simple. By making on a function, click here to view it, and online like on click by function I have written by JavaScript event. It is called by on click. It is an event, and here function my function it is C. When I click this button, this function will be called based on click. This function what it is doing, registration form it is reading, and one by one with the help of for loop I equal to 0, I less than or x dot means what is the form dot length, it will be treated as the condition, and I plus plus it is incrementing, and the text equal to like x dot elements of I dot value equal to like elements dot I means what are the elements are available here in the form, it will be appended one by one here with the text. And at the end of the for loop, what it will say is document at get element by ID of the demo. One paragraph tag is initiated here. That many paragraph tags will be printed with the help of this text. See, the text is appended here and it is printed. So called three things are here. Like one is first name Shekhar, second name is Metla, and third name input is value submitted. These three things will be printed or our output by reading the entire form. You refresh the form, and when you try to press click here to view it means see and see here the Sekharmetla button. The three things are from HTML form. This is the way how pretty easy to like read the JavaScript by using the JavaScript to accessing HTML form all the elements. For next lecture onwards, we'll have a more funniest ways to interacting with the JavaScript. Hopefully, you are having a good idea about this lecture and how to handle and how to accessing the things from HTML forms. You learn with the many things of the simple lecture. Try to practice well. We'll try to learn more things in upcoming sessions. Thank you for watching this lecture. Thank you.